Josh here.
And Michelle.
And we are Adventures Ahead. And today we're going to talk about the top 5 reasons why not
to use a travel agent.
To book with a travel agent.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Controversial.
Taboo. Now, to start off though, we know a lot of travel agents.
Yeah. We're friends with a lot of travel agents.
We're friends with a lot of travel agents. It's not throwing shade on anybody.
Nope.
We're just kind of putting out there that we don't use travel agent, and these are the reasons, some of the reasons why we don't use them.
Yeah.
And there's other reasons on here
and maybe
as well.
some of the reasons why you wouldn't want to use a travel agent. Right?
That's right.
So our number one thing is you know exactly what you want. So if you already know the vacation that you want, what kind of hotel line you want to stay at.
Yeah, if you know all the particulars, a travel agent would be overkill at that point.
Yeah.
Because you already know what you want.
Yep.
Like, you know where you want to go, you know.
What you want to do.
Right. And so that leads into the next thing.
You have time to book something on your own.
Right. If you have, if you have the time. Like if you don't have a lot of time and you need to get a vacation planned, then yeah.
Use a travel agent. But if you have time.
Yeah, if you have, if you're booking a year out, there's no need to use a travel agent at that point. Like, you have plenty of time to organize it, plan it, book it, figure out all those details.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Right, yeah. If you're booking, you don't need, there's no reason to have a travel agent.
No.
I mean, because we have used a travel agent that far out, and there really was no need for it.
No.
No, really not.
Didn't give us anything extra.
Not really.
The number 3 reason is you like knowing all the details of your trip and you like having control over them.
That's Michelle.
Control freak.
So Michelle, tell what your situation is on that. Like, why do you like that?
Oh, well, I like to do my own research and I like to, know exactly where we're staying. I know what hotel lines we have loyalty perks with. And I also, when we're going on a cruise, I want to stay at a hotel that has a shuttle, and I know that. And previously, people haven't been able to help me with that.
And also, when, you booking the cruise and, the room and all this stuff, how is that different from when you booked it with a travel agent?
I mean, I told the travel agent where I wanted the room.
So, you could have done that on your own.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was just trying to...
Yeah, that's totally correct.
And then did the travel agent book our flight as well on our first cruise? Or did you do that?
No. The travel agent booked our flight. Okay.
Well, we're at the end of this video, we're going to give our 2 experiences with travel agents. Mm-hmm. And then, so we're going to be honest about that. So the 4th one is... there's time-sensitive deals that maybe you see... And then the travel agent didn't get back to you in time, and then those deals are over.
I know a big one for us one time was Faster the Fun. So we'd asked the travel agent to book Faster the Fun for us, and I saw that it was available, and I was like, well,
and they weren't
getting back to me.
They weren't getting back to us for...
So I'll just call and do it myself.
Yep.
And I ended up calling and doing it myself.
Right, because our travel agent was not getting back to us in a timely fashion.
Yeah, and you guys know how fast
that can run out.
Fun.
Yep. And I feel like they should be... I mean, I understand that you can't answer in a minute's notice, but a couple days should have been answered. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
So,
and what's the last one, Josh?
The last one is, number 5 is, sometimes there are additional fees. We found that out with our first travel agent.
Mm-hmm. We didn't know the right questions to ask.
Right. We didn't know anything about, so we were kind of just going in there blind a little bit. And it turned out our travel agent cost an extra...
$200.
Was it?
I think so.
Oh, I thought it was $35, but then they added other fees onto it.
Well, maybe it was $130 because it was a $70 fee to book our cruise.
Right.
Which they get a kickback from that, so I'm not quite sure why.
Yeah, we didn't know. I just was trying to help out a local business downtown.
Yeah.
Where I work at. And so I was like, oh, we'll help these people out.
And then it was an additional $60, which I thought it was a one-time flat fee. So I did know about the fee. I didn't know that a lot of travel agents don't do that fee. And then they offered to help book a hotel and also a a flight. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I said, go ahead, book the flight for us. Kind of told them what our parameters were. The flight sucked because we had to wait in the...
Oh, yeah.
We'll
tell that in a minute.
Anyway, it was an additional $60.
Right. Okay, so, yeah, we had to pay a fee. Now, with our second travel agent, we didn't have to pay, no fees. None. So, that was a better experience with that. But, yeah, so there can be additional fees. So, just be careful with that and know
sure
that.
You ask up
and
front.
ask the questions if you do. Ask if there's any fees, any trying to hidden fees, anything like that. So, that's our top 5. Now... We're gonna tell our experiences with our travel agent. Okay, our first travel agents that we had, like I said, was a local business in where I live at, where I grew up at. Wanted to help them out. They're downtown, right? In the same street where I work, and wanted to help them out. So we went in there. Had an idea of wanting to go on a cruise, but we weren't like 100%. I mean, we were like wanting to do it, so we were like, well, this place can help us. We didn't have a clue. This is before we were watching YouTube videos or anything like that.
Yeah. So we talked to one lady in the business.
Right.
She kind of hooked us up with some stuff. We emailed back and forth a couple times.
And then the problems started.
So I email and say, hey, we're ready to book our cruise.
Nothing.
And she didn't get back to us, like for a week.
Right.
So then I email her again, no response. And that's when I probably should have just
we should
cut ties.
But then we called and they actually did get a hold of us. They said they never received any emails. Then they transferred us to somebody else, somebody different that we didn't. The owner. The person that we didn't even talk to about any of it. So this person, then we went, she said, well, I want you guys to come in. Mm-hmm. So we went in and talked to her, sat down, talked to her. She had all the information, well, most of it anyway. And, and so she seemed really cool and good. But then more problems arose. Different things that we wanted questions answered. Michelle would email. She said, email me anytime. It's cool, whatever. But I will be on vacation for 2 weeks. We're like, okay, that's fine. Well, then that 2 weeks turned into like a lot longer.
Yeah.
Apparently, like 30 days vacation or something like that. It was something like nuts.
Yeah.
And we were wondering a couple questions, but then we were like, okay. But then we emailed her after that and no response. And it was just I felt like for a business that's been around for, I don't know, 30 years.
50, I thought.
Oh, I don't know. 30 or 40 years. I felt like they were very unorganized with our bookings anyway. They screwed up our flights. I
mean, not necessarily screwed. I did say okay to them, but I thought that was the only thing available. So
Michelle didn't know. Michelle's one of these people that's kind of timid. If you tell her something, she'll say that's fine.
No,
even
not
though
now.
Not now, but back then. So our flight was okay on the way there, but on the way back, we had to wait 12 hours in an airport.
Yeah,
and it was awful. And it was we spent half a day in a Miami airport. Yeah, because of that, they didn't figure out a flight for us. Mm-hmm. That was good. Michelle did okay it. I understand that, but they should have put some more thinking into it or more planning or whatever.
I guess that was our ignorance a little bit too. So. Well,
yeah, but still, they could have helped us out more with that, I feel.
Yeah. So basically, we didn't get a whole lot of guidance, and that's why our original reason for using a travel agent.
To get guidance.
Yeah. So our second time using a travel agent, though, was a lot better of an experience.
Right, but it still had some negative.
Right. So
points.
I would say when the faster to the fun thing happened here with this travel agent a little bit.
What was it? Just explain it.
Oh, well, I explained it earlier, but we had asked our travel agent to get us faster to the fun,
and Michelle checked our thing and it said we don't have it yet, but it was available, and then it was going on, and so she just did it herself. Mm-hmm. Then with this the second travel agent, we wanted to book a hotel. And
they contacted us about booking a hotel.
They contacted us, booked to us. They said, hey, do you guys want to book this hotel? We like it, blah, blah, blah. This is a good one. Michelle said, Sure. And then they never booked it.
Well, I didn't hear back for over a month, and it was like... 3 weeks or 3 months before our trip, and I like to have stuff done by then.
Right. Yeah.
So
like
I just went ahead and booked it myself.
they literally, it was a month and we didn't hear anything. Nothing.
Yeah. So.
Right.
It wasn't a terrible experience. It was just like if you're asking.
Oh, and then the anytime dining.
Oh yeah.
Was screwed up.
We wanted anytime dining, but.
Right, and then Michelle kept on telling them, "Yeah, will you do that?" And they said, "Yep, we'll get it changed." Was never changed. They never changed it.
Yeah, we had to go to the maitre d'. Then we ended up
not
having
ever
a
getting it changed.
Misunderstanding there, so it didn't ruin our cruise or anything.
Well, no, but it was just like
it's just better. If
I feel like they should have been able to handle that.
And we already know what we want, right?
Right, and but they should be able to handle that.
Yeah.
In a timely fashion, not a month goes by.
Well, because I did call them about the dinner thing 3 times.
Michelle called the travel agent about the dinner thing 3 times, and then they never fixed it.
I mean, they said that they did.
And they never did.
And I said, it's showing up like this, though.
Yeah. So that was our experience with this travel agent. Now, the second travel agent, there was no fees.
Yeah.
And they were super nice. Unlike the other people were kind of rude.
Yeah.
Like, these people are nice. But I felt like they weren't attentive.
Well,
I mean, I understand they have more clients, but when you're putting yourself out there to be a travel agent, you should put everything you into every client you have. Right. That's how I feel. If you put yourself out there as a travel agent, you should do it this way.
Right.
You know, like, I don't want to be a travel agent because I know that I'm like, whatever.
I am not attentive.
Right.
Only to my own stuff.
Right. So yeah, that's kind of how we feel. And then that was the last cruise we went on. Mm-hmm. But who was our second cruise? The Fantasy. What?
Same travel agent as the second one.
Oh, okay.
And that one was fine.
That one was fine.
Yeah, that was great.
But then the other one was just kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
It's all about personal preference.
And now Michelle is doing all the booking, and we are fine.
Yeah.
And everything's good.
Well, we haven't been on the cruise yet, but we're hoping.
Yep. So yeah, those are our experiences with a travel agent, and then the top 5 reasons not to book with a travel agent.
Yeah.
So.
Basically, for me, it just boils down to I'm a control freak. I like having control over it.
Right. And but I'm telling you, it's really frustrating when you're, this vacation is like you're planning it and it's going to be one of your funnest times in your life. And it's like, you're really looking forward to it. You work hard every day. And then the people that you are counting on to helping you make that vacation good aren't making it the best. That's right. And that's what we've experienced.
Yeah.
And so that's why we're doing it ourselves. So it's nothing against
anybody.
It's just this is what we prefer. And so we're putting that out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys.
Let us know what you think.
Let us know what you think below.
Do you guys ever book on your own?
Or do you guys use travel agent? I mean,
Either
I know
way,
we did top 5. Why you should.
Whatever works for you.
Yep. Okay. Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe. Bye.
Bye.